views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of BronxNet or the program underwriters.
Hi everyone, I'm Eileen Newman, your host for Mission BX, the show that takes you behind the scenes to nonprofits in the Bronx. Mission BX is a collaboration between the Center for Bronx Nonprofits at Hostos Community College and BronxNet. And today we're going to be in the South Bronx visiting Dominicanos USA. So we'll be right back and you'll learn all about the wonderful work that they do. Hi everyone, welcome to Mission BX, the show that takes you into nonprofits all over the Bronx. And today I'm here at Dominicanos USA with Eddie Cuesta, the executive director. So Eddie, first of all, what do you do here? This is such a beautiful space with all this great art around.
Well, first and foremost, thank you very much, Eileen, and Mission BX for having the opportunity to really visit the corporate headquarters for Dominicanos USA. We are a non-for-profit organization, non-partisan, that started at the end of 2013. We started at Hostos Community College, and our mission is basically to help the community to empower themselves through civic engagement, voter registration, and economic integration.
So what do you actually do?
Well, we have a team of canvassers that are out in the community, visiting different schools, colleges, commercial corridors, doing voter registration and talking to the people in terms of integrating them into the civic process. So we have been able in the last 5 years to register more than 165,000 and mobilize our community in every election. So our team has been out there talking to the community, making sure that anyone that is over 18 years old and is a U.S. citizen can register to vote.
And so how did the whole idea come about for this? It's so incredible because your numbers are amazing and you're everywhere.
Well, it was very interesting. It was a vision of Dominican business people, basically many of them from the Dominican Republic, and other community representatives such as Dr. Ramon Hernandez, who is the CUNY Dominican Studies Institute, Manuel Matos, an attorney that had worked in immigration, and many of these business people, they had a vision in terms of helping the Dominican community, which is a growing community in this state. Dominicans, the Dominican population is close to 2 million in this 2020 census. I'm sure the numbers will increase. Right. And New York has over 850,000 Dominicans. So we felt that it was very important, this group, and to really develop an organization that will be out there and help empower the Dominican American community.
So I know that you do voter registration, but you're also involved with encouraging people to become citizens.
Yes,
right?
Well, part of our mission, being out in the community and asking people if they were U.S. citizens, we found that there was a large percentage of those that had been in this country for many years and had never the opportunity to reapply for citizenship. So we started in 2016 a program to really talk to the community, those people interested, as we develop a very sophisticated database that has helped us really, identify Dominicans through this model. And this gave us the opportunity, those who came in contact, to get their information, and then we started this citizenship program. And thanks to the Carnegie corporations, we were able to spearhead this program, and we have been able to really done extraordinary work. This past Saturday, September 21st, with a partnership with CUNY, we were able to process at John Jay College over 600 applications. We were able to register more than 1,000, using our database in terms of those people that had a need to become U.S. citizens. So this is, for us, it gives us an opportunity to really integrate with the community and making sure we are able to integrate those legal permanent residents to be part of, of the future of the United States, being an architect of their own future by having a U.S. passport, by being able to apply for federal jobs, by being able to apply for scholarship. And at the same time, I could say that many of those recruits, of those people interested in becoming U.S. citizens, have come from many of the colleges. Young people, 18 years old, that are applying. So this is the future as we see it. New York has over 900,000 legal permanent residents that could apply to become citizens because they've been in this country for more than 5 years. So there is a great need to continue providing this service. Presently, we have been fulfilling the ability to provide them the fee waivers. So that's something that most likely will be, they're discussing that it will be disappear. The cost for becoming U.S. citizens is $725. So if you're able to provide that support of people that could, file their application, and file the fee waiver, that helps, in terms of the process. We also provide, right here in our office, we have a partnership with the New York Historical Society that comes here and provide civic classes, and they do it through artifacts, and we have seen a huge increase. This will be our 5th cohort that will start next Saturday. So it's also very important to integrate, that they'll understand, they'll be able to pass the exams and make sure that there will be, citizens that will be able to register to vote.
That's just, the numbers are amazing.
Yes. But I could say that presently we have been able to connect more than 5,000 people in the last 2 years to a path to citizenship. Apart from that, we go every Friday. We have a partnership with the NYC Votes. Campaign Finance Board. We have been going for the last 4 years to the swearing-in ceremonies that is held at USCIS, United States Immigration and Naturalization Services, at 26 Federal Plaza, and they usually have 3 ceremonies on Fridays, and we've been doing this for the last 3 years, and going there, doing the voter registrations for those new Americans, and it's so proud to see them, in terms of the urge to register to vote. And most of them do become U.S. citizens to register to vote. So we have a very strong push to continue this program. We partner with the best organizations that are doing this type of work. We are part of the New American Campaign, which is a collaborative of a group of in 20 states, over 150 organizations. So we learn best practices. One of the issues that sometimes we confront is getting pro bono attorneys, because all these services is free. Our office is turned into every other Saturday of every other month, where we provide assistance through the technology that we use. Dominicanos USA have been driven in terms of tech. We do our work based on very sophisticated and cutting-edge technology. We develop what is called a Dominican model, which gives us the opportunity, this technical technology that we have developed in this program, that we were able to identify Dominicans through door knocks, phone banking, texting. So this has given us the ability to identify Dominicans, but as well anybody else that we come in contact with. We serve everyone that we come in contact with.
So we have to take a little break, but when we come back, I want to talk to you about the census and how it relates to this.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday. Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Give kisses. Give kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back. I'm here with Eddie Cuesta, the ED of Dominicanos USA, and we are talking about voting, and we're going to be talking about the census as well. So tell me about the early voting initiative that you're working on.
Yes, well, as you know, the state legislature approved early voting, so
Right.
New York will have its voting system practically changed because we're going to have 9 days of voting. So early voting will start on Saturday, October 26th. The early voting locations will be until Sunday, November 3rd, but the elections on the 5th, that will be very important for this year because it will be the test, of really going to the new poll sites.
Right.
Things have changed, people will not be able to go to the regular poll sites. There have been several poll sites that have been selected through the boroughs. So we feel that it will be very important to bring out that message so people will understand, specifically where they can go. So we're going to be promoting the voter lookup so people could start familiarizing themselves with the poll sites. As next year, we will have an early primary, presidential primary in April, federal primary in June, a state, and then the general election, the presidential election in November. So it's very important to mobilize our community.
Absolutely, and I'm holding my breath now. Whenever I think about that, I hold my breath.
Especially the young people. We have been able to
Absolutely.
register those numbers. Close to 45% are millennials. So want to make sure, that they will be able to get to the polls. Make sure that our elderlies are able to really know specifically where they're going to be going. So this is a very important situation.
It's a busy time.
Providing our community.
So that leads me to the census, which, as we know, and many people know, is extremely important, and the Bronx has been undercounted, so we want to make sure that there's a good count. So are you taking your model and actually using it, I hope, for the census?
Well,
to
we
get a good count?
really have gathered a lot of data that has been very important in terms of the system that we use through texting, through our phone banking, and also, the outreach through emails. So we will be using, our expertise, being able to, knocking on doors for the 2020 census, which I know it will be something that will be very, very important in terms of being out in the community, gathering as much information of areas where we know there has been an undercount, going through commercial corridors, really working with the community board, faith organizations. Right. So there is a lot of trust in the work that we have done through many of the businesses in the community. So we expect our team to be out there really, bringing out the message of the important, because this census will be based on trust. As you know, the citizenship question was eliminated, but still, want to make sure we could count everyone that we come in contact, especially children, okay? Especially working with the programs that are in our community, child health care, going to the medical centers. So that's the only way our community is really going to be receiving funds, if we are able to, count everyone. So our team will be out there, yes,
that's
working.
That's great. And there's so many other things that you do that I could talk to you about, but we're running out of time, so we have to take another break before we go and talk to some of your other teams. So thank you. Thank you for doing this, and thank you for everything you do.
Thank you as well.
I'm Peter, and there's nothing I love more than sharing vegetables with my friends.
Come on in! Help yourself to anything.
That's why we give our food the utmost respect it deserves. Did you know there are simple steps we can all take to help save food? You can cook it, store it, even share it. Just don't waste it. Because when it comes to food, better ache than never. To learn more, visit SaveTheFood.com.
They told me a bottle couldn't dream. That I would never become a superhero. But I learned how to fly. Just to come back in a new disguise. And be the hero that I've always wanted to be.
Dominicanos USA!
Change the laws. We are here because we have seen the problem that affects our community.
Welcome back, everyone. So we're here again at Dominicanos USA, and now we're talking to two people who work here with Eddie, Leonel and Eliana. So can you, we'll start with either one of you, tell the audience and me what you do here.
Well, my name is Eliana Santos, and I am the director at Dominicanos USA. Basically, we do voter registration. We empower the Dominican community, civic, social, and economically, with voter registration, citizenship, workforce development, and census. The census 2020 really soon.
So, and what's your role in all of that?
Well, I oversee every program that we have. And also the marketing component of the organization.
Okay.
I supervise the media content and social media manager, specialist that we have, in developing marketing plans so that we can best promote our programs, our events, raise awareness about the services that we provide.
And it sounds like it's working because a lot of people are taking advantage of that.
Yes,
so
definitely.
That's great.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
And Lena, what about you? What do you do here?
Well, officially I'm a web developer, but all of us do a little bit of everything. Sometimes we want me to change the light bulb, sometimes we want to...
Nonprofit do everything.
Right. But a couple of things besides web developing, I actually do a lot of the design work along with Eliana. And to support all the programs we have here, we also develop a lot of apps to help us kind of like engage the community a lot better. For example, we've created a lot of bots that kind of help us engage the community by sending out text messages as long as they opt in.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We have also just different little like developing tools we use here. We tend to also create a lot of it in-house because we try to like just make everything in-house.
Right.
Yeah, that's about it.
So when you create, so I'm curious about the bots piece, because I know it from postcards to voters that the bots give you the addresses to send postcards. So what is that?
So the way a bot works is kind of like you kind of teach it. You give it like a routine so it can kind of like memorize.
But what is it?
Well, it's my baby. So let's like it's kind of like an employee here. So what it does is kind of just send out notifications and reminders to people that are like, hey, this is your poll site, or it's time to vote. Come out and do your thing.
Yeah. Okay, good. That helps me figure that out when I use one. And how did you both get involved? How did you get involved with this?
With Dominicanos USA?
Yeah.
I first started as a canvasser back in 2013. So I've been going through every position here at the organization. Canvassing, team leader, admin assistant, organizer, then the program manager of the citizenship program, and recently director. So
good for you.
Yeah. I started because I identify like, wow, this is a Dominican American organization that is doing this work for our community. So me as an immigrant, I really relate to the purpose and the mission of the organization, and that's what I started. From day one with passion, doing this amazing work for our community.
Oh, that's wonderful. And how about you? How did you get involved?
Well, it was, I think, around 2015. Actually, a canvasser registered me to vote, and we ended up being really cool friends, and he referred me here. I also started off as a canvasser, and I kind of shoved it in Eddie's face that, I have more skills here, like put me in the office. Because we were at Hostess at the time, really small office, kind of an upgrade. And I've been graphic designing, web developing ever since here.
I mean, you can really feel how much passion there is here, that people who are here very much want to be here. And the growth of the organization is amazing. I thought this organization was 15 years old. I had no idea that it was as young as it is. So we're entering a really important time when we'll have the census, we'll have a big election. So what are you doing here to gear up for that? I would think this work is really even more important.
Right, definitely. We're trying to automate all our processes here, kind of streamline everything in office, and kind of help us go throughout the process a lot easier, as opposed to staying outside and handing out flyers and stuff like that.
Great. That's I'm sure going to reach more people, especially with the census being automated. So thank you, and thank you both for everything you do and for the time. And speaking of time, we have to take a break now, but we'll be back learning more about the great work that happens here at Dominicanos USA.
We built a media network for you.
BronxNet TV.
Come learn in your new state-of-the-art studios at Lehman College.
At Mercy College.
And coming soon to the South Bronx in the Hub.
Inspire with your stories, culture, history.
Your Bronx on BronxNet.
Engage with us.
Connect with us at your channels and at BronxNet.tv.
Learn, engage, inspire. BronxNet TV.
From the Bronx
to the world.
BronxNet.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B. Make the best of it.
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
Or C. Find a loophole. When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
After we left Eddie's office, we walked over to Hostos Community College to see the team in action actually registering young people to vote. We were very excited to see that they had customers and people signed up right there. Thanks for being with us as we visited Dominicanos USA. If you missed any part of the show or want to see it again, just go to bronxnet.tv and click on Mission BX. And be sure to join us again as we visit another wonderful nonprofit here in the Bronx.
Well, I got this as a paid internship. Spending my time here, I really enjoyed the people that work here. I enjoy what goes on behind the scenes.
So far, I've learned how to operate a camera, how to host. I learned how to control audio.
My first time hosting was really nerve-wracking, but I really enjoyed it because it was a new experience.